marka odayaasha waa loo codsadaa waana laga qaadaa.
Levan didn't get it in a unique way. He just got them the way that everybody before him, or even maybe even after him, will do, which is go to the elders, probably maybe pay them and collect, help, to their man. He's helping them. So I think that's the process of collecting from the seniors from their buildings.
There was video. You can see the video. There was a video out and about that he has the ballots in his car.
Right.
And talking about the only way you can win is with money.
She used money, and he's one of many people. He's not the only one who works for her. He was talking to his opponents and other people, saying that, here we are. He was just boosting.
He said, I have 300, and he had them in his hand. Got it right here.
Like a cash. Like cash. So question, have you ever asked yourself, how did he get them?
Yeah, how did he get them?
You just don't go, and like, I was looking at them, and they were not filled. They were blank.
Right, some were open.
Yeah. In envelopes still.
Who was the one filling out the absentee ballots?
Yeah, we didn't people who work with, like Ilhan Omar and other candidates who work for them. Ilhan has.
Little heroes, Joe Smith here. Breaking news. We now have mail-in voter fraud in 3 states. And the voting just started, and this is just what's been discovered so far. So that's only 1%. This is just tip of the freaking iceberg. Here you got Democrat Ilhan Omar. You got people helping her, admitting to going around and collecting unfilled out ballots from the Somali community in Minneapolis and say, we'll fill them out for you. You're going to vote for Elon, whether you like it or not. They're paying for them, some of them. Some are just taking them, using strong-arm tactics even. A few days ago, we had reports about ballots that were filled out for Trump were found in the trash. In Pennsylvania was it, and then also more Trump votes ballots found in a ditch in Wisconsin. And not all the states have even started their early voting or mail-in voting yet. People in Portland, Oregon have told Joe Smith that they've gotten 4 ballots sent to them. 4 official ballots that they could fill out and mail in. So, like some like that might just be a mistake with the system or something, but maybe kind of fraud too, because Oregon is heavily Democrat, and maybe that person was registered Democrat, so anyone registered as Democrat got 4 ballots, and if you're registered as Republican, you only got 1 mailed to you. But Project Veritas, we'll link the video here in the description. They've uncovered a massive mail-in voting fraud scheme perpetrated by Ilhan Omar in Minneapolis, Minnesota, taking advantage of immigrants that don't speak or read English, using their Somali business tactics, going around and collecting their security deposits, their protection money type thing. If you want to be safe and not get robbed and raped, you will vote for Elon. Some of these people are saying. They're threatening to kill some of these people if they don't turn over their ballots. If they refuse the money, then it's like, okay, give us a ballot or we'll kill you and your family. The Democrats want to turn America into a communist dictatorship. Worse than Cuba even. Probably worse than North Korea. You know, why don't the Democrats move to Cuba or Venezuela or North Korea if that's what they want so bad? Why try to ruin this country for the rest of the people of this country that don't want to live in Venezuela or Cuba or North Korea? There's plenty of people in Hong Kong that would like to come here. You know, the wait list to immigrate here legally, they are just now processing applications from 1995, 1996. It's like a 22 or 23 or more year wait list to immigrate to America legally, because only so many are allowed in per year. So the people that are here that don't like it, there's plenty of other places that they can move to. Make more room for the people that do want to come here. But, heroes, do not do mail-in voting. Your vote will not count. That's a guarantee. That's a goddamn fucking T. It will not count. If you're voting for Trump or Republicans, if you vote for the child molester Biden and communist dictatorship Democrats, the Confederates, the ones that had the black slaves on the cotton farms, if you vote for the plantation owners that had the black slaves, then yeah, your vote will count if you mail it in, because they're sorting through them and taking out the Trump votes and the Republican votes and throwing them in the trash or shredder or ditch or whatever. Like, how many you suppose were like burnt or shredded? Like, okay, they found a few in a ditch or trash can. Someone got lazy and forgot to burn them or shred them first. There's probably been like 1,000 times or 10,000 more or whatever that were shredded or burnt. So there is no evidence. So if you're going to vote for Trump or Republicans, make sure you vote in person, so it gets counted. It's time for action, heroes. We cannot let the Democrats steal the election and steal the country. This is something that happens in like third world countries in Africa. Third world countries in Africa or the Middle East, they rig elections. This sounds like something Russia would do. Send KGB officers around to elderly people's homes and saying if you want to keep living safely and not have an accident happen to you, you will vote for Putin. Sounds like the Democrats' playbook is coming straight from third world countries in Africa or from Russia. Stock up on guns and ammo, heroes. Hopefully the military is going to support us and Trump here. If it really turns out that there's a huge scam in the election from the Democrats. Because not sure if the police will. Sounds like a lot of the Florida cops are going to be on our side, especially Sheriff Grady Judd down there. And Mayor DeSanto just made introduce more legislation or pass laws or whatever, increase penalties for the rioters and the violence and looting. And Sheriff Grady Judd said that, yeah, if you need to shoot an intruder, shoot them plenty of times. So that way we don't have to worry about the paperwork and the court trials. A lot of the cops in the rest of the country, the Sheriff Ann Green up there in Pennsylvania, she sounds like a pretty damn good lady. And she's prosecuting local politicians and school board faculty and all that for that statue incident that hurt that young black man, almost killed him. Actually, he flatlined twice on the way to the hospital. And that was all orchestrated by local Democrat politicians, and they're all charged with felonies now. Oh, Sheriff Ann Green up there, she's doing a wonderful job. And there's some good cops there in Colorado that ran Antifa out of town. But ones out there in Oregon and California and Washington State, Seattle, don't know if they're just being cheap, dictated what to do by the Democrats, or if they're really on the Democrat side. Shit's fixing to get real here in another month or two, right after the election. And remember, if the results of the election aren't settled or decided, or if one party hadn't conceded yet by a certain date, not sure what it is, but then Nancy Pelosi becomes president under the Constitution law. And apparently that's exactly what they're trying to do. If they can't win it, they're trying to make it so it's not decided in time so she can take over. So the Democrats are trying to win it by deceit, by illegal tactics, by strong arm tactics, by fraud. And if they can't, they'll at least get all fucked up to the point where it's not decided in time. And there's a huge battle going on, so that way she can take over it. And yeah, all the lamestream media is like, oh, Trump said that he will not have a peaceful transfer of power if he loses. No, he didn't. He never said that. In fact, that question was never asked. The question was, if you win, will there be a peaceful transfer of power? How about this? Democrats, Joe Biden, if you lose, will you go home peacefully and tell everyone else, all these protesters and rioters and looters, to go home peacefully? Or will all this violence in the streets continue to where we just have to flip to the fun switch and use our fingers to vote? And Joe Biden, if you win, will you peacefully let Trump remain in power? Asking if Trump will transfer power if he wins. Well, if you win, Biden, will you let Trump stay in power? Same question. Good work, Project Veritas, in uncovering the scandal. Only the British UK Sun paper is reporting on it. Everyone else is talking about Trump's taxes. Or the Rock saying that he'll gladly get on his knees for the Democrats. Used to like you, Rocky. Didn't realize it was that easy to get you on your knees. Then we need to have Stone Cold toss us a beer while he whoops your ass. Joe Smith, sign out.